Hi! There's been an update recently in Planetside 2 when it comes to the ongoing 10 years anniversary. On November 20, Planetside 2 will be celebrating 1 decade of war on Auraxis. So in this anniversary update you'll find loads of visual updates, balance changes, an entirely new facility capture mechanic, new items available in the depot, and even some upcoming events. Now this is what to be read on the Planetside 2 website. As I'm posting this video, there's a double XP event going on over the whole weekend and an extra XP weekend for members between November 25 to 27. You'll also be able to see various bases throughout Auraxis that are outfitted with a new CTF style mechanic we call Capture the Conduit. If you're attacking a conduit, it means that you should hack a repo, steal a conduit, deposit the conduit into the repo, and then of course repeat. And if you're defending, you'll have to re-secure hacked repos and return stolen conduits. The developers have also polished many of the texture sheets in Planetside 2. That has now put the game more in line with current physically based rendering PBR standards. Overall, the changes pull back some of the excessive grunge on structures and vehicles and bumps up the reflectivity and makes the faction colors on painted metal feel a bit more vibrant. I would like to hear from you guys what you think about this update. Water or the ocean with the addition to water-based reflections are now supposed to look better as well. If you want to, you can adjust the quality settings of these water reflections in the graphics menu. Many of the glossy surfaces in the game will now reflect what you see on your screen if you activate the screen space reflections, which is called object reflections in the graphics menu. It will now reflect what you see on your screen as mentioned, and the higher the quality, the more detail they'll also reflect. A small note here, when I recorded this video regarding this gameplay you're watching, I did not have the object reflections activated. There's also been some improvements to the skies of Auraxis, since they've added more color to the environment, and they've also been cleaning up issues like blocky clouds and similar. Many of the on-impact explosions have received some visual revamps as well as performance optimizations. They've also added new anti-aliasing options allowing you to smooth out those jagged edges. They've added options for FXAA, TAA and FXA plus TAA. The developers has a note here though saying the TAA options need a bit more refinement, which will land in a later update. But even so, it's nice to hear that they've added these options, and I'm looking forward to check them out as well. Again, I recorded most of the gameplay just before this update. There's also new stuff added to the depot that might be worth checking out, as well as balance adjustments in the game. Many of them are based on feedback from the community, so hopefully a majority of players at least will appreciate them. Personally, I'm glad to see that there's still quite a lot happening in this game when it comes to updates and events, which is not always the case, especially when it comes to older games. I'm still enjoying my sniper infiltrator adventures in Planetside 2, so the game kind of creates a balance when it comes to newer titles that I'm playing as well. And for this video, I kept going with the SAS-R sniper, and I've now gotten into more situations where I've been able to test out the NS45 pilot handgun as well as on my secondary. And I have to say that I like it. I've now reached a point where I feel at home in the game, if that makes sense, which also means that I feel more confident overall when getting into close quarter combat with my bolt action sniper. There's always been like a thin line between pushing and falling back, or just change direction for a bit in order to reposition yourself and maybe get your health and shields up and running again at maximum capacity. But when you manage to do just that and then continue your work, it can be very satisfying and rewarding. And I also feel that I've gotten into situations where I've been helping out a lot when my squad is trying to take a strategic point on the map. That really makes it for me, since I do like to play the objectives and be one of these guys that helps out to push back the enemy when needed. It's not all games that gives me that kind of kick, to be honest. As always, I hope that you have been enjoying this gameplay, this video, and if you did, please leave a like and consider to subscribe as well, and turn on the notification bell if you do, because it's very easy to miss out videos here on YouTube if I'm uploading another FPS video on my channel. With that said, my friends, thanks again for watching, and talk to you soon again. Bye.
Enemy soldier down. Destroyed.